everyone, just a quick show and tell kind of video today. This is a commissioned bar cart, commissioned by my friend Doug in Texas. He said he needed one, and so I said, okay, let's do it. This is my first real furniture piece that I've done, and I'm very happy with the way it came out. The wood is mahogany. It's essentially just two trays built like you would any drawer box or similar construction like that, with mahogany outsides. It's the same wood you've seen me use a million times for a lot of my different projects. And then this is cabinet grade 1/4 inch mahogany plywood, which, being that I sell cabinets for a living, not too hard for me to come by. The wine rack is just more strips of the same mahogany. With the bandsaw, I cut the kind of half circles or quarter circles into them, and these hold bottles quite nicely. They're held by aluminum rods that are in turn screwed into these aluminum angle corner brackets that I've put on. The wheels are relatively inexpensive steel wheels that are polished or colored to look the same color as aluminum, that I just found online. It was pretty easy. All told, this was probably about 10 to 12 hours of work for me, and I think for the amount of time I spent on it, I'm really pleased with how it came out. Now, the other thing I had to consider, because I'm shipping this all the way to Texas from Connecticut, where I am, is I needed this to be easy to disassemble, ship, and put back together. So the entire thing is built so that it can be assembled using only a Phillips head screwdriver or a drill. And so I'm now going to disassemble it so I can get it ready to ship. So if you play this next part in reverse, you'll see how I put it together. Close enough, right? Realizing now I should probably label all the corners so that it's all lined up the same way. I think anytime you're assembling or disassembling something, even if the orientation doesn't particularly matter, on this one, technically it does because the holes are lined up on these, but you can switch them around, it wouldn't be that big a deal. I still think it's a good idea to do this just because you know everything will fit together well. So just fairly arbitrarily, I'm just going to do corner 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then I'll label them T for top, B for bottom. Also important to have bags or containers for your screws. I like, whenever I'm doing something like this and shipping it, I like to throw in a handful of extras, usually kind of one set. So if you have, for instance, 4 screws that go into each corner here, I put in an extra 4. Just because things get lost in shipping, or when you're assembling them, they roll under a couch somewhere, and it's just nice to have that little kind of extra cushion. It's not like an independent screw costs all that much. So, something I like to do. Normally I would suggest laying this on its side in order to assemble and disassemble it. Since I'm out in the outdoors where there's light, so you guys can see as I'm doing this, that's not quite as practical because I don't want to scuff anything on the driveway here. but it'll still be easy enough. The convenient thing about using aluminum for a project like this, where it's got to go and mail, is it's very light and still plenty robust for something of this scale. And that's about it. A couple dozen screws, and the whole thing comes apart easily. So this was a different style of video. I didn't film the construction of this just because I had to get it done, but I hope that this gives you enough of an idea of how I built it. And of course, if anyone has particular questions about how I did certain things, I'd be more than happy to answer that in the comments below. Doug, I hope you enjoy this, and for everyone else, this is going to wrap up the video. So leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. We'll make some more stuff. Have a good one.